Hi there, hope you're having a good day. Welcome back to another video. Today we have a completely new list for the best guard shoes. Since the last time I did a top 10 a few months ago, there has been so many great performers for guards. Lots of options. I mean, we're in a low top guard shoe era right now. Some of them have such a nice core feel. Some of them have elite traction to prevent you from slipping. Some are incredibly lightweight and breathable. My top pick today gives you pretty much all of those. Anyways, I picked out like a top 5 or 6, all new picks. 5 of them are S-tier shoes to me, like overall. Technically half of my end of the year list might be on here. That's how good they are. So let's get right into it. First one up, this is more of an honorable mention, but I do have to mention it. It is a very typical shoe made for guards, in my opinion, and that is the Adidas DON Issue 6. Extremely lightweight, which is super rare for an Adidas basketball shoe. My size 10.5 pair is only barely over 360 grams. On top of that, you get excellent traction. One of the few cases where the outsole might even grip too hard. Cushion wasn't very impressive, but it still gives you a nice little bounce to your movements. Just keep in mind that they do run narrow and tight, and it does have a relatively firm or stiff upper. This one is kind of like the Li-Ning Speed 10 in a sense. Great shoe for guards, but maybe only for guards. Because if you're a heavier player, it's hard for me to imagine this shoe holding everything down perfectly for you. I mean, I'm a sneaky type of fat, and I was already feeling like my feet and body weight weren't contained well enough in it. Next one up, this is quite different from the DON Issues. It's still very lightweight, but this shoe excels by giving you a really springy effect on feet. Li-Ning Liren 4 V2. Yeah, for a low top shoe, this is pretty much the bounciest one you can find. The support plate goes almost full length. Cushion features boom, their best tag, also full length. There's a big curve shape to the outsole. All of these play an important part in adding to the springiness. So I've always considered these to be ideal for the elite players. It's kind of pricey too. For reference, I could be the Boris Diaw of Jeremy Lin's. That's why for me personally, I actually prefer to play in the high top Liren 4. More comfortable, less soreness, but if you need that nice push from your kicks as a little boost, then go for the Liren 4 V2, the low top version. My next pick comes from Nike. As of now, I think this might be their best release so far this year, the Sabrina 2. From the cushioning setup, traction performance, down to the core feel and material used, this was designed in a very guard-oriented way. This shoe feels low to the ground for sure. Modified or dual density cushion foam feels pretty soft. They work well on both clean and dusty courts, just perhaps not outdoors. Also very light. You get good ventilation, and this is such a nice and cozy wrap around your feet. Surprisingly, this time it is waifu friendly, very waifu friendly, especially around the toe box, extending to the midfoot area too. When does Nike ever give us that? Not to mention this shoe is honestly so much Kobe-like. I mean, it can't be more obvious, no? Sabrina 2, a top tier option for guards this year. I'm sure they'll be a very popular shoe anyways. Inserting a super underrated pick, the Big 3 5.0 Quick Pro from 361 Degrees. In my top 10, like overall from the first half of the year, I ranked these at number 2 actually. So I'll make it short. They are nearly flawless to me. The highlights were the soft and plush interior padding, comfy and secure, grippy and bouncy. I'm referring to the Quick Pro, by the way, not the Quick, the regular version. There is an upgrade in terms of cushion and material based on my experience, if I was to compare them side by side. Unlike the Sabrina 2, this option also works for outdoors. The outsole is pretty durable. Liren 4 V2 is also good for outdoor use, by the way. Yeah, easy pick here for guards. I got just 2 more to go, but we saved the best for last. Here's a newer release, the All City 12 Encore from Way of Wade. They come in their GCU outsole. It's basically a guaranteed grippy and squeaky experience. The Encore is essentially just another way of naming a V2, but this time a lot has changed. And I would say the Encore feels bouncier than the regular All City 12. It's also more effective against dust, if you're like me who normally plays on dusty courts. Low cut, the mesh windows on the side make sense. I did hear some people complain about the stitching part that connects all these panels, causing a little bit of pinching or rubbing against the top of your foot. But it did go away. I've never really had that to begin with, but I thought I'd just point it out because I've seen at least 2 comments reporting a similar thing. Long story short, a mini Wave Weight 11, a more breathable and easier to use version of their flagship model at nearly 80 bucks cheaper. Now I gotta remind you that each colorway does differ by its material, mostly around the toe box, but it's a very small difference. Avocado colorway, the mesh part feels lighter and more breathable. Leather on the white pair and blue pair feels smooth in hand. It has like a premium touch. Suede on the pink colorway is not bad either. I think this blue color is truly special, but it really just comes down to your preference. They also released another low top guard shoe, the Ice Blood 2, which I just started playing in. So I'll let you know about it very soon. All City 12 Encore, great all-around performer, as long as you're okay with having a big and flappy tongue. But performance-wise, it never bothered me. Last one up, I'll make it clear. All of these are already excellent performers, like great shoes. But if I was to only pick one from all of these, let's say if I was to only choose one pair to wear for the rest of the year, I go for these guys. The HESI Low V2 from New Balance. Gosh, they are so ugly. The colorways are also no comment. I don't know, are they teasing us this way? Or do they really just not care? But functionality-wise, you get everything you need from a guard shoe. Traction is arguably the best of the year to me. I just felt confident doing anything out there wearing these. I don't do much, but I know for sure that I won't slip, knowing that I can get to a hard stop every time down the floor. The material and underfoot cushion make it a very smooth and comfortable ride altogether. No pinching, not even soreness for my extremely flat feet after a long sesh. PG6 vibes. If I was really nitpicking, maybe the lateral containment could have been better, but at $110, the value is there too. I'd have this as the top guard shoe at this moment. Again, everything depends on your playing style. Your foot shape is important and just your preference. Among guards, there are all different types of guards out there. DON Issue, for example, is more for the faster and lighter guards. Liren 4 V2 can be great for you sweaty and athletic ones. My perfect guard shoe is the new HESIs. That can almost work for everybody. AE1 low, no. Well, if you're a security guard, maybe, because if you kick me with that, it'll probably really hurt. If I could add more to the list, I'd put the Kai 1, Book 1, All City 12, the regular version, and honestly, those 3 are amazing options too. So that concludes my new list for the best guard shoes right now. So these 5 or 6 are basically the new meta to me from this year's releases. Let me know in the comments which other shoes have worked really well for you, which shoes did I miss out on. Also, please feel free to share your experience playing in any of these. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next one.